We are back. My friend, I feel like my friend didn't get enough of this game, so I'm gonna show him the rest. I've made some updates with graphics, a new sky. It's nothing much, but he was wondering about these two guys over here, Riku Prime and Uproar. This guy is supposed to be a boss version of me, a self-insert, if you will, on the Wave Survival game mode. He's supposed to be the final boss or the Wave 11 boss of this map's Wave Survival. There are many maps, like there's 5 maps so far. I think only 3 of them have their own there are only Wave 11 bosses. This guy right here, being a Wave 11 boss, this is his second phase, but it's also his rare variant, which is a variant of him that has a 1 in 10 chance or 1 in 20 chance of spawning instead of that guy. They're a bit faster and have more health, but that's really it. The same amount of damage. I'm going to showcase the characters. All of these animations I've made, mostly. There's a ton of them. This guy holds most of the base animations. You know. But I'll show the rest of the animations later. This guy, I'm gonna show his base attacks. And the awakening is supposed to give you 1 extra attack to your base moveset. So that way the awakening actually feels more useful instead of just being a cheat code. I don't know why. I'll explain that later. His first move, Furious Galactic. So it starts up like this. He backhands them, and then grabs them, yanks them, and then that's the kick. But there's a finisher as well. At the end of the kick, he grabs onto them, spins them, and then just think of the end of Twin Fangs from the Strongest Battlegrounds, where it kind of spins them around and slams them into the ground. Yeah. It might look a bit weird, but still. That's his first move. His second move, Ice Smash. If you've ever played Slendytubbies, you know what that is. But he just slams his hand into the ground and a trail of spikes going appears. If you were to touch these, you get stunned, and then once the spikes explode, you get knocked away. You're stunned while inside of the spikes. But if you damage them while they're stunned, you can combo extend, and they won't explode. Or when they explode, they won't do damage. His third attack, Astral Strike. It's basically the Black Flash from Jujutsu Shenanigans. It functions the same. He also has a variant where he just fires a missile or whatever. For long range, he just fires a missile. Of space stuff. I don't know. He's a space-themed character. Now his fourth attack, Solar Smash. Starts by uppercutting them. Then, while they're uppercut, he grabs them and then slams them into the ground. That's it. but there's also a variant. While they're in the air, while you're in this pose, you can teleport, or when you're uppercutting, you can teleport to them and kick them while they're midair. You can do this as a combo extender at the cost of your awakening. Think of like Gojo's teleportation from Jujutsu Shenanigans, but once you kick them, you don't kick them to the ground. Instead, like you can attack them while they're midair, and then once you're finished with that, they are eventually knocked to the ground. If you get what I mean. His awakening. He rips his own heart out, and apparently this just gives him a power boost. I don't know. No, this character. This one, I'm thinking of making the Mahito of Disciples, if you will. Fire Flare will fire 3 missiles. Here, let me show you the animation. It gets in that pose. While this barrel is on this arm right here. And then once he fires it, like that, 3 of these missiles fire out at the same time, and you can aim them with your mouse. That's his 3rd attack, actually. His first attack, Chainsaw Ravage, starts like that. There's also Finisher. Where at the end of Chainsaw Ravage, they are uppercutted into the air, and then like he jumps up in the air, spins around, and just drop kicks them while they're midair. It looks cool in my head. Then his Dark Smash, or his smashing attack. It's the same as the Ice Smash. Every character will have a Dark Smash attack. Yeah, it's his 2nd attack. Then his 3rd attack, Trifold Strike. Wait, no, his 4th attack, because Cannon Blast is the 3rd. My bad. Oh my god. Starts like that. Yeah, he kicks them into the air, and then while they're right in front of him, he strikes them while they're like falling right in front of him. And then Cannon Blast, I've already shown you that. But the cannons actually change what you shoot depending on what mode you're on. Yeah. Since then you're probably wondering, I'll show this guy. His first attack, Vulcan Needles. He starts by uppercutting them. That slash right there. That slash. When he slashes them, he plants 4 lava spikes into their body, and then once his hand is done sliding off of his sword, the spikes detonate all at once, and then that. There's also a finisher. This will make sense later, but it's basically just KJ's dropkick. 20-20-20 dropkick. There's also this. I don't know why I have this. I didn't make that, but yeah, there's a 2nd attack Dark Smash. It's the same. Where's Fiery Hook? Just Fiery Hook. There's a lot of animations. Okay, so it starts like this. Oh my gosh, get out of here. He pulls a fiery kunai out of his pocket, throws it at you. But that's the miss variant. The actual one, if I can find it. Okay, so I need to delete that because that's not how the animation is supposed to go. It continues like this. He yanks them towards you. and then it just yanks them in front of you. This is like a combo extender. But if you press R while they are being yanked towards you, you'll link them towards you and then kick them. The kick does the same damage as 4 M1s, which each M1 in this game does 3 damage. Except for the last one, which does 4 damage. So, yeah. And then his last one, Wind Rage. Where is it? Wind Rage. Dude. Okay, so he charges up, and then wait. I swear there's. Okay, so he presses into his body. And then a tornado surrounds him. It will, like, if anybody gets into it, they will spin around it, in it, and then he grabs them, like that, and then slams them into the ground. Yeah. There's also a finisher. Or let me show the animation for getting tornadoed. Okay, now the finisher, when you're dropped and you're rolling, you get impaled by a Vulcan spike or a Dark Smash spike. Yep. And that's pretty much it. I'll show the rest later if anybody cares. Yeah, that's the animations. Now onto the maps. Did I move something? Oh well. Also, I forgot to say that a new enemy for Wave 5 was introduced. But first, let me show the guys. Wave 1, Wave 2, Wave 3, Wave 4, the boss. She can make her little babies, which are like weaker versions of her. Guardian, this guy can fire rockets out of his arm, and he can shoot like a laser lasso to case you. You got to spam jump to get out of it. This guy is complicated, I'll explain him later, but he's for Wave 6. Guardian's for Wave 5. There's a rare variants over here. More health, faster walk speeds, nothing really changes. The mechanical ones get black and gold, and the human and the more fleshy ones get blue. They also get more health. I think I already mentioned that. Anyways. So I'm gonna show Military Outpost. The first wave survival, the first other map I made for this game. Wait, no, that was, okay. The first wave survival map I've made. This guy is the Wave 11 guy. Scythe. The rare variant is over there. You can imagine what he looks like. Hypnos Beam. I'll explain that later. I'm keeping most of the things in this game a surprise for when it actually releases. This is Military Outpost. These are the spawn points, by the way. Yeah, that's Military Outpost. Now to a map for duels, which is like basically the 1v1s of 2v2, 1v1s of 2v2s of this game. Red spawn point, blue spawns over there. Blue spawn points over there. The Wave 11 bosses, Ziphoth, pronounced Ziphoth. Ignore this guy. This guy's made for testing the animations. Oh. Yeah. You cannot go over here. There's a barrier. But if you happen to have an ability that can let you go over here, you can like parkour your way over there onto that little bridge and then just jump it out there. Now for a work in progress map I'm making called Omega. This map supports all game modes, including sandbox, versus, survival, wave survival, and duels, and any other game mode I might make. That's not... There's a wall, there's a floor right there. This is supposed to be like some sort of industrial outpost or something, I don't know. It's inspired off of it's inspired off of GM Construct. There's even a mirror room, but that only works when you're close enough. Here, I'm gonna have to make every person spawn here, so that way these mirrors actually work. Uh-oh. Right, I forgot to say that these mirrors are bugged. Make my game very laggy. So, I had to use Task Manager to close Roblox forcefully, so, we're going to go back here. I'm going to fix these. Should work. The mirrors are going to be very low quality, but it would work, supposedly. Okay, so this should work. Please. Yes, it works. And like I said, it's low quality. Very low quality. I can barely see myself. But it works, at least. Doesn't it? This is a free model, by the way. I still do not know scripting. But we're gonna go over here. I can't get up here via normal means anyways, so some weird rail that leads over here into this little room. This roll thing that I'm doing is going to be removed later once my scripter learns how to make a dash, or makes a dash. These are just random rooms. Really only made for space. This is primarily a sandbox game mode, or a sandbox map. It's still a work in progress, like I said, so it's just gonna be random gaps. But yeah, that's Omega so far. And now, for the first other map that I made that isn't the main map. It's one for the game mode I'm calling Versus and Survival. Versus is where you become one of the wave survival demons. And Survival is where you have to survive against an NPC playing as that. There's normally a flashlight given to you, but I don't need one. Here he is. This guy is called the Father Scorpion. There's the Mommy Scorpion and the Father Scorpion. He's very powerful. Although he can't get stuck. Come on, man. What are you doing? Whatever. But this game mode is still work in progress. But anyways. So now, my friend Red, you might know who these guys are now, and what they're for. This guy, Uproar, I'll explain him if you want to know. I'll explain who he is if you want to know.